What's going on, y'all? It's yours truly, Art Man, back in the motherfucking building. Let me fix this camera. Hold on. I know I'm doing it a little bit late, so see if anybody gonna show up to this one. If not, we just cooking up. I did post something on Twitter that got people talking crazy. I was talking about Boots is a big welterweight, and can he win a belt at 160? And right now, everybody's determined. They're like, "Yo, he can do it. He can do it." And I'm like, "Yo, I didn't know Boots had a lot of. I didn't know people had a lot of confidence in him like that." And that always makes me really think about that argument that people have, that who has he beat talk, because notice that Ennis hasn't really beat anybody, but you guys rate him so high. Why is that? You know why is that? Because styles make fights, and y'all can see with your own two eyes that this guy is skillful enough to get the job done. What's going on, man? What's going on, brother? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Boot's gonna beat Bud. That's why he's been ducked. You know what I think it is? I think everybody in the boxing industry at that weight class know he's a real life problem, but they're gonna play that seniority game and be like, "Oh, well, I'm too far in the game to be fighting him, so I'm just gonna, cruise my way and fight the guys that's my age and up." That's what I feel like. I feel like a lot of these dudes, like they don't see anything in fighting Boots, because they're like, first of all, he might kick my ass, and second of all, am I going to make a lot of money in this fight? No, I'm not. So everybody plays that political game. Speaking of political game, did you guys see what the fuck happened to the judge in the WBA? Shit. Ah, God. It's funny, but then again, it's sad, because it's like, now you guys are making our sport look bad, dude. We got to have the head commission of, I didn't even know this existed, the ABC, the American Association of Boxing Commissions, I believe that's what it's called. Uh, they had to step in. They had to step in and say, hold on. Y'all talk about rematches and shit. This bitch need to be fired. What are you guys talking about? This woman has tweets, racial tweets, and she scored a black fighters fight so fucking absurd that we're all looking at it like, yo, what is going on? Like, even people who hate, even like the hard white extremists that's boxing fans, they probably looked at that and said, oh man, I mean, seriously, 117 and 110? Wasn't that the score? I was like, yo, even some hard card carrying white supremacists will probably look at that scorecard and be like, bitch, you're fucking tripping. That's just crazy. So I wrote to the WBA president, we all need to pressure their ass. And you see, it's about the people. It's what the people say. And right now, they're like, dude, we might just take away the whole, we might even not even reckon. Man, they're like, dude, if y'all don't fix this problem, we're not even going to recognize y'all as a sanctioned body. They're like, oh, shit. Because they thought they were slick. The WBA, they thought they were slick. They thought that they're just going to be like, oh, well, we're just going to put on 6 months suspension. That's good enough. No, it's not good enough. No contest, that fucking fight. Bro, I can't believe I was at a fucking, I can't believe I was at that fight. That's so weird. Something told me, don't miss this fight, Art Man. Don't miss this fight. And I went dolo, and I got front row and witnessed something that's having boxing in the storm right now. Yeah, salute everybody in the chat. Let me let everybody know that we on here live. I'm doing a little bit later than usual, but fuck it, man. You know how we coming, man. We just chopping it up, yo. Said it was good time and I was there. That's what I be thinking too. I be like, dude, there's things happen for a reason. It was a reason why I was there front row and I seen the gloves, all that. So I witnessed the worst case of fixery ever. Did you see, bro? I feel like the ABC commission, the reason why they have to really step in because they're like, yo, like y'all really try to pull a fast one, like too open. It's way too open. Like the gloves and then the robbery all in the same night. How do you fucking get called for glove tampering and rob somebody the same night? And then you're in a and it's crazy because I read the little documentation that the ABC sent out to the WBA. Matter of fact, yeah, let's pull that shit up. Let's pull that shit up. That shit's fucking funny, dude. Fuck them. Real shit. Fuck them. Said that one night proof everything we've been talking. It's like, yo, somebody was like, man, what conspiracy do you believe now? Somebody posted a picture of me on Twitter. I'm like, oh no, this ain't no conspiracy. You guys already know what time it is. This fucking game is corrupt as shit. If they're doing it on a smaller level, you don't think they can do it on a higher level where mega millions are involved? Stop playing games, dude. And that brings us to the topic of today, man. Nah, before we get into that, let me show you what they said about the WBA. I'm on Yahoo Sports right now. It's crazy how boxing is still one of the the tabs that's fucking far in the distance. Like, man, boxing is an important sport. Why do I have to search for this shit? Hold on. Yeah, so we're looking at this shit right here, man. Where's that transcript at? Yeah. Story on Monday. Nope. Here it is. Here it is, y'all. Here it is. It says, it has come to our attention that the World Boxing Association has engaged in practices that are not in the best interest of professional boxing. Yo, that is wild. Like, where do they do this at? Let's read that first sentence again. It says, "Dear President Gilberto Mendoza, it has come to our attention that the World Boxing Association has engaged in practices that are not in the best interests of professional boxing. Please find and close some points I would like you to address." Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Look at that, man. They got the look. It says, basically saying what they can do to you. They said we can do not honor the WBA belt as a sanction with the USA jurisdiction. We can also do not accept the WBA official recommendations, and we do not allow your supervisor and controlled technical zone during a WBA fight. It's just 3 points that they can do, man. Um, Shit, man. It's just so much stuff, dude. Like the fact that the ABC gotta come at you like this lets you know that boxing is fucking corrupt, dude. This is my first time even hearing about an ABC commission. Like, what is, yo, like, man, he said they don't want the truth. They just want to muddy the waters and distract. And that's the name of the game. Distraction, distraction, distraction. Whenever you get close, this is what I love. Whenever I get close to the truth, that's when the Tyson Fury and them trolls just come out super hard. When you get real close to the truth, you're like, hold on, man, what's up with this mob talk? What? The mob? I still remember when that documentary was no, the trailer for the documentary dropped. And they're like, oh well, the guy that Tyson Fury's involved with, he's never really been charged, and da 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 da. If you go look at this and da da da, it's just distraction, distraction, distraction. They just try to distract you. So fuck that. We staying on a next hard fucking look. Check this out. Check this out. The easiest way to step on these dumbass fans' necks when they try to call you crazy and say you're delusional, you don't know nothing about the sport, all you got to say is, well, who's the stupid motherfucker who believed that that Tyson Fury was going to be fighting Joshua in Saudi Arabia in the hottest month of the fucking year during a global pandemic. And the motherfucker don't even got the other part of the vaccine that they said is required to travel out of the country, right? Come on, man. Yep. What my brother said. Let's cook. Man. And that's what brings me to the topic today. Can Wilder Fury 3 save boxing? Because I know we see a lot of fights getting canceled or being changed into alternative fights and this and that. But, this one is still standing. When Wilder knock out Tyson Fury, is that going to restore that feeling back into boxing? Because we're tired of corruption, dude. I'm tired of corruption. Why is it my job as a fan, a supporter of the sport? Why am I the one out here at the fights looking at people's gloves and shit and going on Twitter and writing about it and informing people? Like, why do we have to investigate what's going on in the sport? Why do we have to do that? Can we just watch the sport and enjoy it? Can I just grab my brew and my smoke? Can I just sit back and enjoy the sport? Why do I have to watch out for corruption and all this bullshit? Why I gotta do that? It's not my job to do that shit. It's your job to do that shit. But here we are. We're seeing that a higher commission gotta come down and fucking restore justice in fucking boxing, dude. Come on, man. Said right. How you gonna run and be at the hospital with no mask? No mask. This dude, why am I look, because a nigga like me, I made old media go back and go to their think tanks and start brainstorming ways of how we can manipulate this Tyson Fury lie, because I was the first one to post the Tyson Fury on Twitter. I was the first one to post about him. I was the first to post about him being at that car dealership. Said Justin Williams, how I get on here. I gotta drop that link. Hold on, give me a second. But everybody, hit that like and subscribe button, man. I'm trying to get to 400 by the end of the night. Real shit. Said because egos of the sport are more important than doing what's right. Yeah, like they're trying to do like the WBA. They're trying to do like a quick flip in front of our faces and think everything's gonna be all right. Oh yeah, and then they stated in that documentation that Mastro is actually he's involved with the WBA. That he's actually somebody's getting paid in the WBA from him. So it's the fact that you guys are orchestrating this type of robbery. It's like you're trying to finesse and put your guy that's representing the WBA in a position to win. And we just y'all trying to do that at the fans' expense and Micah Fox expense. Like, what the fuck? You just robbed that man. You robbed that man of an opportunity. Now, okay, well, now the no contest is on there, but then think about it. Fox had a legit case. If they didn't make this into a no contest, Fox had a legit case to sue the WBA for a lot of money. You want to know why? Because they're able to prove racial intent, because you see the woman's tweets. She's a known racist. She's a racist. There's nothing about it. She's a racist. No if and a buts. She is racist, right? The skin gloves. Who signed off on those? You can sue whoever signed off on them fucking skin gloves as well, because these motherfuckers thought they was slick. They were trying to come into the fight on some bullshit. The whole WBA was colluding against Michael Fox for that night, so he could damn sure sue their ass for everything that they're worth. Real shit, because you can tell the judge, "Hey, judge, due to this racist woman and her scorecard, I am now in a position where anybody that wants to have me fight on their event, they're going to see another L on my record. They're going to see I'm coming off of 2 losses, regardless if I say it's a robbery or not. And that is going to hinder my pay. That's going to cause me to make less money." Dude, What judge is going to say, oh, no, that doesn't make sense? No, it makes perfect sense. She's racist. She ruined the opportunity for you. Now, going forward, you're not going to get the opportunity that you would get if you were going to be a champion. Because we all know a champion brings more money in, or it sounds better when you're negotiating a fight. So come on, bro. Said Mike Fox taking a little better than I would. What? I know because I peep dude. He's a nice, calm, cool, collect type of dude. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he's just about to handle his business. He just hurt. I understand where he's coming from. But if that was a nigga like me, boy, they would be, man. I'll be on Twitter every tweet. Oh, WB, I'm coming for my money. You guys got me fucked up. Give me my belt today, or I'm gonna see your ass in court. Straight up. And hell no, I ain't fighting him again. I ain't fighting that fucking cheater again. Hell no. I ain't giving him no opportunity. This ain't no Tyson Fury versus Wilder 3. Nah. Fuck the whole WBA. I don't even want to be a part of them. Matter of fact, keep your belt. Just change my record back to fucking what it was before. Fuck y'all. Keep that bullshit ass belt. Real shit. And give me my money. Matter of fact, pay me in damages and change my record. I want $2 million from the WBA, and I want y'all to change my record. That's how the fuck I would have been coming. Straight up. I ain't selling for nothing less than 1.5 and a no contest on my fucking record if I was Fox. Straight up. Straight up. Losses hurt in negotiating tables. So they know what time. So, like, it's that simple. Yeah, he can literally say, hey, man, it's common sense. If I was a champion, I can go into a deal and make better money. But now I got 2 back-to-back losses due to this racist-ass judge, known to be racist. You can go see the tweets. She's calling the fucking Michelle Obama, the first lady, motherfucking monkeys and shit. Like, what type? And this is a judge of a black man's fight? Man, get the fuck out of my face. And then I read the article. She talking about she's ill. She's ill. That's the reason why she's not out here speaking, because she's ill. Man, get the fuck out of here. Now she trying to play the COVID card? Now you playing the COVID card too? You ill, huh? Nah, you ill because everybody coming on your weeks, fucking stepping on your neck. That's why you fucking ill. She's talking about she's ill. And she can't do no interviews about this shit. Nah, bitch. Go explain to us them fucking tweets. Who's a monkey now, bitch? Who's a monkey now, bitch? Talking about a fucking monkey. Motherfucker. Talking about, yeah, I'm ill. I'm sick. Yeah, we all sick after seeing that fucking scorecard. Fucking dumb bitch. What's that fucking name? Rizzo something? Fuck her. Gabrielle something? Fuck that fat bitch. Talking about she's ill. I'm ill. I'm sick. I'm sick now. You sick after you got busted for being a fucking full-fledged racist now, huh? You sick. How convenient. Motherfuckers is just sick. Whenever it's Judgment Day, motherfuckers are sick. What's up with that? Whenever it's Judgment Day for these motherfuckers, they're always fucking sick. Well, wake your punk ass up. Take some of this Theraflu, because your ass about to get this fucking work, bitch. You want some fucking ginger ale? Because your ass is about to get this fucking work. Straight up. What's going on, brother?
Man, what's going on, Art, man? What's the dang on deal, brother? You asking the question that can, the Wilder Fury 3 save boxing? That I mean,
Can it save boxing? Because
from
look, the way the world's looking right now. Go ahead.
From all the fights that done fell out, I mean, that's gonna be the biggest fight to come up for the rest of the year. Besides this, I mean, we got a legend Pacquiao fighting, but right now, it's looking like that's the next big thing. You know what I mean?
And that damn fucking alternate ass fight, man. Shit. Motherfuckers still paying $75. They said, despite Errol Spence being injured, we still charging y'all $75. I said, oh, shit. Sorry.
And it's really the fight for the man strap that he really never lost. He just
He never really lost. Ain't that a trip? You see why the WBA gotta go? You see why
bro,
they oh
bro, bro.
shit.
And
Hey,
they
but my
talk
dude
about
Felix said it's worth any. You know what? I ain't even gonna hate on that fight. It's still a good fight, but a lot of people were wanting it to be Errol Spence, the unified champion versus Manny Pacquiao. Let's keep it 100. But I ain't gonna disrespect and say, oh, it's a terrible fight because it's still a good fight. So if you
yeah,
spend money, keep on supporting.
yeah. Nah, my problem with the whole WBA thing is we talking about suspension. I've seen people get fired on because being racist on socials, and we talking about a suspension.
Like
Oh, oh,
for me, she just chilling at the house. What? There's not gonna be another fight in like 6 months for y'all. The fuck?
so she gets another opportunity to ruin somebody else's career and still be racist and all that or whatever. So yeah, that's not where
She
I'm at
shouldn't
with it.
judge a black man's fight ever again.
She shouldn't judge fights. Period, bro. You can clearly see somebody getting paid, somebody getting some. The corruption is too visible.
Too
You know what I mean?
blatant. I was there. I was at that fight. Front row. Front
Okay.
row.
And you
Shit.
and you, everybody clearly seen the man Fox won. You know what I mean? So
Dude, I'm telling you, they did it so cold. They got him out of there so fast, bro. Because we was going crazy in that fucking
I,
the place
I
is called
heard
Armory.
people, you
We
can
was
hear
going
him.
we was booing. Man, I swear to God, dude, if I ain't want to get kicked out of all the future PPC events, I was getting ready to throw a fucking drink in the ring, bro. I swear I was. But I was like, I thought about it. I was like, nah, I want to get jumped on by security and shit too.
And look, that shit's sad, bro. And I'm glad shit is starting to take a step in the right direction as far as this corruption and judges and shit. I mean, this is starting a step, but you have to do better though. Y'all got to do better,
But do
man.
you see? Do you see all the corruption and shit? Look at what. Ever since Wilder versus Fury 2, those cheating allegations came out. Look at the way boxing been moving, boy. Niggas not trusting the commission. The commission getting caught doing dirt. It's like, yo, how can you really turn around and say Wilder is crazy for uh uh uh, uh suspecting that the commission colluded against him? You can't say he crazy because we see it. I seen it with my own eyes.
You know, water got a lot going on, and for him to make that whole situation just go away, he just got to come in and sleep Fury. And like
Yeah,
I tweeted not too long ago. I said if Fury if Wilder comes back and sleeps Fury with ease, every excuse, everything he said gets taken into the fact section for me. Because you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
where the hell did he get all that power from the first fight? You know what I'm saying? Then the second fight. Like, it doesn't you don't just he didn't even look like he trained as hard. You know what I mean? Like, for real, to be honest. He looked the same. No body build different, none of that. No weight difference, none of that. It just, bro, you can see that shit, bro.
exactly. You can see it. Like Holyfield say, like the legend Holyfield say, you just don't forget all your boxing skills in one night.
Nah,
How Wilder forget all his boxing skills in one night and his
nah.
legs don't work? I know what it is. It's the water. You know why I know it's the water? Because it happened to me. Crazy, right? And I ain't hear no publications pick up that story. They ain't pick up that story at all. You're talking about Holyfield. Holyfield say, you know how we all thought Holyfield's heart was the problem? It was his heart. He
Mm-hmm.
literally said, I thought it was my heart. Nah, it wasn't my heart. It was the water. So a big mystery in the fucking 90s about Holyfield that they made documentaries around. That chasing Tyson Fury documentary. Not chasing Tyson Fury, but chasing Mike Tyson documentary they got with Holyfield. That was a big chapter in it. The heart problem. But it wasn't a heart problem. It was the water. And he
Man,
just explained that in 2021. And you telling me no publication brought up that story?
I seen the interview when he did it and when he was talking about it, and I was like, man, that's huge. But at the same time, you got a history. You remember? I can't remember what fight it was exactly, but there was a fight where a guy had cocaine in his water, and he was like, no, not that one, the other one I mixed. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So, it's clear, what I mean? Shit like that been going on for a little while, you know what I mean? So, and it's a long history of it, man. They talk about boxing. Let me tell you why it's so strong, because boxing is making the most money. Historically, boxing has been around longer than probably any other sport. You know what I mean? And the money runs so long, so deep. You know what I
And
mean?
so quick.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You can get it so quick.
It don't take much. If you the right guy in the right position, govern a world title fight, and this guy makes this, say, the betting system. You got the betting system, then you got the fact that the commissioners, the promoters, and all these other people, they making money too. Everybody, and every time you see a fight happen, a professional fight happen, everybody's getting paid. Everybody making a piece of change somewhere, some form of fashion associated with their ring, from the writers on down. So you mean to tell me that ain't it's impossible? No, it's not impossible. It's not
Not
improbable. You really think
real.
about it.
And
It's
people be like, oh, Art man, why would they all conspire against Wilder? Why would they all conspire against Wilder? Did we not hear Eddie Hearn and them say that Saudi Arabia got 150 million for these people? What are we talking about here? And all you got to do is get Wilder out the way? What are we talking about? What are we seriously talking about here?
you know
That's a no-brainer. Duh. Get Wilder out the way. There's a bigger bag at the end of the hall. Duh.
you say that, and my mind goes to just the whole fact that it's 100. It could have been Wilder and AJ. It could have been any one of those guys. But you know what makes it really more interesting to me is the fact that Wilder's a Black American, bro.
Yep.
Black American fighter, and there's probably, I can't remember the last dominating African American fighter that was. I'm talking about from the 2000s. Here you had Waldemar the Klitschko's running things for a long time.
Yep.
For a long
Wilder
time.
restored the feeling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, and then you then enter AJ to knock him off, took all his belts. Well, I think Fury probably beat Vladimir first. But then all that, bro, it's too much money, bro. To talking about, if I can get a piece of it, shit, I'll do something. What you need? You want me to drop something in that water or something, bro? Oh, you need.
And people get upset when we think like that. But it's like, dude, we humans.
Everybody.
You gotta understand, motherfuckers be greedy. Motherfuckers got bills, bro. You telling me you talking about you can give me $20,000 to just not look, just to hand somebody a piece of water, bro? You
So
telling me you give me 40K just to give somebody some water, bro?
imagine them rounds. Hey man, I need 6 rounds out of this fight for you for 20,000. 20,000. You give my guy 6 rounds. I don't give a fuck what they look. I don't give a fuck if he get dropped. 20,000 here. Let me get them 6 rounds about you. You don't think them judges getting paid? You don't think them judges in that? And this is why the UFC is so successful. It's only one belt. It's only one belt. Ain't no other promoters.
Look, hey, so crazy. You play the game Fight Night,
Yeah, bro, that's my shit, dog. Come on.
the game that we all love, boxing fans. We love Fight Night. And the latest Fight Night, there's a scene where the coach is telling the fighter, man, you gotta knock him out. He paid off the judges. The judge is not looking. This is in a video game that we all love, and you telling me that there's nothing in the sport? Like, come on, bro.
That's the champion? Is that in champion?
That is Fight Night Champion. The one when the dude he was in prison, they got
Yeah,
got
yeah,
set
yeah.
up by the promoter and all that shit. Like, and then, bro, they tell us through video games, fucking
Move.
movies,
Yeah.
history of how corrupt this sport is. But here we are today. Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way Tyson Fury can cheat. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Bro, they
This is
they
way
they
back in the day. The
you know how
old
you
head,
kicker? You know how you freeze the kicker in the NFL with the pump fake, the little pump fake kick?
what you whistle. They had a
No.
whistle.
Yeah, the whistle. That's the whistle. The little pump. I call it the pump fake kick. But yeah, that, that's basically what Fury trying to do with this COVID thing, man. That's the same. Like, since this pandemic that came out, I've seen a lot of guys opt out with the COVID, and I'm just saying, man, if you I'm a former professional fighter. If I had a fight, I took precautions. I took a lot of precautions when it came to my health, my physical health, and when I got the bag on the line. You know what I mean? I can't fuck up the bag. I got kids, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
shit.
You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck it up. But you telling me that I can I can opt out, freeze this guy. And that's another thing too about them guarantees. People want guarantees. You can't get a guarantee nowadays without somebody opting out because they if there's a little wiggle room, 9 times out of 10, man, God, people gonna try it, man. This
Right.
the sport of boxing dangerous, dog. You I train fighters and I tell them all the time, man, hey, if you don't want to do this, please let me know. Ain't nobody forcing you to do this. Don't ain't nobody holding your hand, bro. Look, you gotta be all in or not at all, because you can't play this shit, bro.
Shit. And that's why I don't do it. People be like, "Oh, Art, man, you hitting the punching bag, and da. When you gonna do?" I'm like, dude, I'm good on that because I know I don't want to dedicate 100% of my physical health and mental health into the sport. I just don't got the time for it. But I'll paint it. I'll paint you a nice picture of it.
Yeah.
Up.
Hey, you got some nice shit too, man. I need to make
Hell
sure I
yeah,
get.
I'm about to throw this on the website too. Rest in peace to Marvin Hagler. Hold
Oh
on.
yeah, big homie, homie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dude Southern T. But yeah, Marvin Hagler. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Hell yeah. I got this also got this Cheat King shirt that I'm about to drop too, man. And
Oh, is Fury on
people
there? Is
what's
Fury
up?
on there? Is
Huh?
Fury on there? Is
Yeah,
Fury on
hold
there?
on. Let me get that shit. This shit's hard. Hold on. Hold on. I just got a whole bunch of shit. Like, hold on.
Oh, that shit juicy. Oh man.
Motherfucker in the casket with the egg weight dropping out his glove.
Oh shit.
With the
That whole.
broken jaw. With the broken jaw.
Oh shit. That whole live,
And
bro.
it say, hold on. It say a coward dies 1,000 times. Hell yeah.
That
You
shit
know how
hard, bro.
you know how we come in October 9th. I still got my ticket. So yeah, whole ass nigga. You know how we coming, bro. Real
Bro,
shit. Here's my thing, dude. People be like, oh, why do you hate a fighter like this? Why you bro, it's gotten to a point where he's fucking up the sport that we love, man. He's taking money out of our pockets and playing with it, dude. What you mean you got COVID? Even if it's real, why are you so irresponsible enough not to, you know, have certain people not in your camp? Why you're not wearing your mask in the camp? You know what I'm saying?
that goes back to that professional responsibility, and like oh boy said, one punch can change your life, and for sure Wilder has that. He has exactly that one punch, that one life changing punch,
And if
you
they
know.
know if Anderson landed in a camp, would you think Wilder gonna land in the pro fight, in the fight without the fucking gear?
That's another thing too, man. I'm hearing a lot of reports that dude was getting touched up. I was in Vegas, you know what I'm saying, and while Fury was out there poolside with all the hoes and all that shit. The boy looked like he put on about a good 20, 40 pounds on the cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was really taking it that serious.
Tyson Fury was definitely not taking that shit serious. Um, I got a black Tyson Fury fan in the comment section. His name is Tyrese. He said, "Bruh, stop. What we lying about?
Yeah, what are we learning about? I mean, shit. What are you talking about? What Tyrese talking about, man? What you talking about, bro?
Yeah, what you talking about, man?
Let's debate about it.
Because think about it. How can anybody really call themselves a real Tyson Fury fan and be happy with the stuff he's doing right now? Y'all know
I mean,
everybody know he don't got no COVID. We
you
busted the
know,
dude. I post. I made sure. What's going on?
What up, man? You still on here whining and bitching and moaning?
Shit, it's
ah,
not bitching, man. How is it bitching when somebody has my money and you talking about you got a virus and we all know you don't got it? How would you feel somebody took $1,000 out your pocket and just
Hey,
walking
man,
around saying he's sick? but he at the car dealership with your shit, with your money.
Hey man, you know that cracker had a lifetime of being a fuck nigga, so you wanted to bet your money on the nigga. You lost.
That's his angle. He gonna be like, well, you should never trust the white man. It's not that.
Hey,
It's not
you
that. It's just like,
that's the white man.
you know
The
what?
white man.
You're right to an extent. You're right to an extent. If I should have known that this motherfucker probably wasn't gonna try to show the first time around.
The white man got COVID now, huh?
Shit.
Hey,
I just got over that shit, boy. That shit was some bullshit. Woo.
I would have been nervous too, though, man. We talking about one of the most devastating punchers in the game right now at the heavyweight division, and
And you get hurt.
I didn't.
So,
I know.
so what you think, brother? You believe that he was getting
He had a
whooped
virus.
sparring?
Say that again.
You believe he was getting whooped on in sparring?
Yeah, he probably was, man. I don't believe that COVID shit because I just got rid of that shit. And if he would have had that shit, nigga wouldn't have been out doing the shit he was doing.
Hell no, not at all,
Bruh, I'm trying, bruh. I couldn't even walk from the bed to the fucking to the bathroom one morning. I was out of breath.
Damn, it was like that.
Bruh. That shit, bruh. It was like I had ran a suicide in basketball, man. I was out of breath. I had to sit down to pee, man.
Shit,
That shit did.
man. Good thing you all right. But I'm just saying, man. Now if Tyson Fury really had that, he wouldn't be out here at Vegas having a good old time, man.
Yeah, but
Don't
I
ask.
mean, I think like a lot of people saying that the ticket sales wasn't going as advertised, so you know what I'm saying, they pushing it back.
That's
I'm pretty
false.
sure.
That's false. They was already saying that
I
the
don't
amount of
believe
tickets sold already, plus the money, the cost of the ticket, and the amount of tickets sold already. They said that was already more than Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders, and they sold 70,000 tickets
way more. They was on their way to selling out already.
already.
Well, shit.
Dude, the cheapest ticket was like $600, dude,
Oh,
for the nose.
well. But shit, the
The
fact
whole
that hey,
front was bought up. All the nice seats was bought up already.
how much
So
you pay for
yeah,
your
man.
ticket?
Huh?
How much you pay for your ticket?
I paid 600.
So you still got your ticket there. Only thing you lost out of what was room fare and airfare?
Yep.
Oh man,
And
you sell
yep.
a couple of them bullshit ass shirts. You'll be back
Oh,
in the
now it's
business.
bullshit. But the best thing about it, the best thing about
Hey, for boxer
hey,
fans, I was hard man work on them shirts though, man. I ain't
hey,
gonna
I love that energy because they don't even know how this shit's going on, man. I just love it. I just love it. You think I'm just making these Cheat King shirts for fun?
Man, I
say.
don't know, man. We just on here talking shit, man. I don't take
Yeah.
you serious. I don't think you take me at that
I
serious.
I know it's all good. It's all good. The only thing is October 9th and then the 10th
Yeah.
have that same energy. That's all I care about. That's
Shit, I'm
all
gonna
I
have the same.
care about.
I'm gonna
Is
have
you
the same
have that
energy.
same
Shit,
energy.
ain't my sports opinion done been wrong before. It's gonna be wrong again.
So you think Tyson Fury gonna go in there and win?
Not with his
I
gloves
think he
on,
got
right?
the style to beat Wilder. Yeah.
Nah, not with his
How
gloves
you
on,
think
right?
it's playing out? You think he gonna stop him?
Who knows, man? But if I was a betting man, I bet on Fury.
So
Man,
now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If Tyson Fury goes in there and he tries to box Wilder instead of try to walk him down, would you think that maybe he was cheating in that second fight?
If he tries to box him instead of walk
Yeah,
him down.
instead of trying to walk him down, because isn't that the recipe to beat Wilder? Walk him down like you just did with your power.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the strategy is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I would think that naturally that he would go too wild and try to crowd him. Yeah.
man. Let me tell
almost.
you what's gonna really happen. Tyson Fury's gonna go in there trying to box right. He's gonna be
Okay.
clinching. He's gonna be clinching a lot in the first couple rounds. Wilder is gonna sleep him. I say in about the third, fourth round. Or your boy Tyson Fury get hit with a punch, get back up, go to his corner, and never leave that.
Oh man, look at this nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, you betting on that outcome?
Hell yeah.
How much?
Hell
How
yeah.
much shit
I'm
we
betting
need to better look.
all the Chief King shirts I sold, all that money I got for the shirts, I'm betting that all on Wilder to beat the fuck out of Tyson Fury. Straight
Well,
up.
check this out. We gonna bet a little piece of change on this
Yep.
shit.
Side bet.
Wow,
Side
it's
bet.
all messed up to have all this hate for Wilder. Fury is not that great. If he was so great, he would have beat him the first time easily.
The nigga was on the couch for 3 years, fought 2 bombs. Like
He
Wilder
came
should have
back
left
and
him
had
the first time.
He came back and had two fights.
Man, that nigga fought 2 art mans. Man,
Like
come on, man.
On the cool, Waleem was on his ass for a second until he stopped.
Man, that nigga Fury fought 2 art mans. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
You hear this guy? Hey, this guy is crazy as hell. Do I look like a foreigner? Hell no.
I'm saying the nigga fought 2 bombs. That's what
Hell
I'm
no.
trying to say.
No fucking bum. Hell no.
I'm saying the
I
nigga fought 2 bombs.
I fuck around and beat those dudes too. But look how, speaking of bums and all that, how did Tyson Fury, if he's so great, why he let an unknown dude bust his eye up so damn bad? I thought he was the Terrence Crawford of the heavyweight division. Why he getting his eye?
You talking about that Wall? Because that Wallen dude.
Because what?
He fought Fury at close distance. And the advantage for a short man versus Fury is at close distance.
Nah, he talking about he fought 2 art mans. Nah, there was only 2 art Tyrese in the damn crowd. Because that shit ain't settled damn ticket. Tyrese was the only Negro up in there talking about bye bye with a do-rag.
Nigga must have been working out at Planet Fitness like you, man. Nigga
hell nah. Hey, but check this out. Tyson Fury in that 3rd fight, you already know what time it is. Why do you think he postponing it, dude? Why do you think he postponing it? If he was so
this type of shit Fury do, you know Fury a fuck nigga, man. You know Fury do all type of fugazi shit, man. You know Fury.
But you know he a cheater though, and that that's what's the funny part about it, because
Wilder knew he was a cheater too. Shit, you got in the ring with him.
Yeah, he should have had his team and all that. You're not supposed to do that, bro. You know you finna get in there with a guy that done paid farmers and all type of shit, bro. You supposed to make sure you're on top. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what?
Wilder, hey, you know what, man? Wilder love white people, man. Wilder love white folks.
This guy is fucking hilarious, yo.
Wilder love white people. Talking about he giving his people all this chance. Why the fuck you ain't get AJ a chance and Undisputed or Dylan White a goddamn chance? You gonna go get this crack off the couch and give him a chance at your belt. Now you want to cry and boo-hoo and bitch. Nigga, we ain't trying to hear that fuck shit you talk.
Man, so you one of those, you one of those dudes like, oh well that he
you love white people.
You know, that's some bogus shit, dude, and you know it's wrong.
No, you talking about you for black people, you doing all this shit. You got AJ over there trying to give you $100 million for all this shit. And you gonna get this cracker a chance.
$100 million now. Let's unpack that.
Go ahead. Because I remember somebody saying get $50 million and we'll give you a shot, and then Wilder went and got $50 million for the shot, and then the shot didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I thought AJ.
Where the fuck Wilder get $50 million from him? Wilder ain't never made more than $2 million.
Playing games, man.
What you just said was, Wilder ain't for black people, but Wilder was trying to give AJ a fight, and AJ said, "Give me $50 million." Wilder went and got $50 million. His team got him $50 million, and AJ ducked the man. You know what I mean?
What Wilder get $50 million for when he ain't never made more than $2 million?
Devils in the contract. You know where that money comes from. There's real life investors here, bro. $50 million. Hey, check this out. We talking about the same guy who's on tape handing Floyd Mayweather $100 million check and some. He talking about he don't got 50.
So let me get this straight. So Showtime was gonna get AJ $50 million when they had never gave Wilder no more than like $2 or $3 million.
Bro, to stage that fight, yes, they'll make that shit happen.
Bro, dude, that was for all belts.
All the belts. That's all the belts. You talking about they won't make that shit happen?
Would have got the money for that.
Man. Bro, Showtime been around since before I was born. You talking about they don't
Let
got
me
40 M's for all this? When the last time they had an undisputed American versus the UK? What's that?
when the last time we had an undisputed heavyweight.
It don't like we ever gonna get it now, is it?
No, we gonna get it. I think we gonna get it. Cause after Wilder knock out Tyson Fury, because you know that's you know it's coming. You know it's coming. When he
Yeah,
knock
then
him,
they gonna have a
AJ gonna have
fourth
no
fight.
more. He ain't gonna have nowhere to run, and the pressure's gonna be on AJ to make the damn fight, and it's gonna get done. I think it's gonna get
AJ
done.
don't mind fighting.
Yep,
Oh man, y'all niggas is funny. Oh
man.
man,
You know what time it is. You know what time it is. But it's all good,
ooh.
bro. You can have your opinion, but just keep that same energy October 10th. Because it's gonna be a
Man,
celebration
get
on this
your
side.
ass out here,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
We,
That
Hey man, I'm
Wilder
about to
we
get
AJ.
me
gonna,
a
Yeah.
man.
I'm about to get me a workout then at the crib. Oh man, no, I ain't gotta go to Planet Fitness like your bum ass.
Oh, now I'm a bum. All right. That's just funny, dude. Stay on that side, though. Stay on
Hey,
that side.
you gotta get you a real home gym, you know what I'm saying? Like your dog over here, man.
Yeah, that's good.
You see that?
Yeah.
He flex.
Got
He flex.
got
He
the
flexing.
elliptical up in this motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Got the functional train up in this motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got some dumbbells over in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, keep on
Hey,
doing
but man,
black man.
I gotta get me a workout there, man. My immune system, I'm kind of fucked up after this COVID. So, but I'm gonna holler back at y'all.
Yep. Be safe.
Peace.
And that's the last Negro Tyson Fury fan that we gonna see, man, after October 10th. Straight
We
up.
gonna see, man. Well, Art, man,
And
appreciate you
that's the
having me
thing.
on. Feel me?
Yeah, yeah, stay up, brother. Shout out to you. Let everybody know where they can find you at. Oh shit, he disconnected early, but yeah, that was the brother. Um, said don't try to become a Wilder fan after the fight. And that's the funny part about it, dude. You know that's how they do. You know that's how they play. It's like this. They'll say, "Oh, Wilder ain't shit," or they'll say, "Muhammad Ali ain't shit. He ain't that. He talk too much. He too cocky." He sounds just like the man. If you go back and watch all those old clips about Muhammad Ali and things surrounding around his fights, dude, there was black folks like, dude, probably his ancestors. He probably come from that class. But there was dudes saying Muhammad Ali ain't shit. He just talk too much. He just cocky. Da 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 da. And then when Muhammad Ali proved them wrong, they get in the old age. Muhammad Ali retired. They like, yeah, he the greatest. He the best. Wilder ain't like him. No way he can be like him. That's how it be, dude. It really be like that. They hate on you right now, and then when you gone, when you retire, they say, well, he was the best, man. He's the best, man. And there's probably gonna be some new dude coming up. And it's gonna be other dudes talking about some, yeah, you ain't like Wilder, though. You ain't like Wilder. That's how it goes. There's always gonna be hating niggas forever. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's been hating niggas before I was born. Said he a clown. Straight up. You know, it is what it is. He's entitled to his opinion and he can insult me all he want. But you know, this is why I kept on telling him, keep the same energy October 10th, because he gonna be singing a different tune after that. And he might just buy a shirt. He got money, he flexing, right? He gonna buy a couple shirts because he got it like that, right? So after the fight, October 10th, I'm gonna shoot him the link to the website because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be painting a very beautiful picture of Tyson Fury getting laid out on that canvas. And I'm like, hey brother, you got it right, home gym. Go ahead, support black-owned business. Oh no, or you want to be a Tyson Fury fan still and go buy some of his bullshit ass merch. Go buy some of his undisputed Joshua 2020 one merch, motherfucker. Say they play both sides so they can flip-flop. Notice it's like this. He not denying the cheating. He knows there's cheating in this sport. And he knows Tyson Fury's a cheater. But he like, nah, it's all right. Wilder should have just known. He should have just known. That's his fault. He dumb. He a silly Negro. He don't know it. But whole time he like, shit, Well, Wilder, he still this and still that. He know what Wilder's capable of. So he knows if Wilder knocks him out, he can be like, well, see, we always knew Tyson Fury was a junkie anyways. He let himself go. That's how them brothers is. Man, they be playing both sides of the fence, but you can't play it that way because we going to see through all that bullshit. October 9th, we getting that shit back in blood. So I'm iffy as to Fury will go, Art. As much as it hurts to say, he gonna use the card his daughter. And I seen that today. Let's talk about that. Because people was like, oh, Art, man, you talking about kids and this and that. I said, no. Sorry to hear about Tyson Fury's kid and all. But unfortunately, Tyson Fury put himself in a position where he's obligated to give a man by the name of Deontay Wilder a third fight, or he will have to retire. And he's probably gonna be like, "Oh man, I'm just gonna retire because I want to focus more time on me daughter and shit like that." He's probably gonna say shit like that. You know, it is what it is, dude. It's just like we just Tyson Fury is such a fuck nigga. We just gotta look at all ways possible. Like, how can he spin this? How can he go about this way? How can he avoid this fight? Straight up. But yeah, people playing both sides and shit. I don't really care because you just got to keep that same energy October 10th, the big payback. People can say this and that. They can say, Art, man, your little shirts and this and that. Hey, man, I'm doing something right because the people keep on ringing. My fucking Shopify notification keep on ringing. It's my second ringtone. So, hey, I'm obviously doing something right, but it's all good. Only thing I say is keep that same energy October 10th because it's going to be a very, very great time for boxing. I feel like it's going to save boxing because we're tired of fights being canceled. We're tired of fights being postponed. We're tired of people lying to us and saying they have a virus. You know, we're tired of that shit. When Wilder knock out Tyson Fury, it's going to bring back that feeling. And people hated me on Twitter when I said this. They hated on Twitter when I said this. But hold on, let me read this. It says UK people will support the worst fighter, but we're always throwing dirt on our own. It's okay to dislike them, but when you speak that same hate, that real hater, then you're a complete bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like he hating on me. Instead of saying that, our man, you a young brother coming up. I see you with you on your young entrepreneur shit. I got it. I got my home gym. Let me send you some bread so I can work out on your shirts or some shit. Instead, he want to hate on a young nigga coming up. Ain't that a bitch? Motherfucker probably like 40 years old, but he hating on me. I'm 26. Talking about your t-shirts and your bums and your bum and all that. Sell your bum shirts. Like, man, you a grown ass man. You old enough to be my damn uncle. Fuck you talking about? Ain't that crazy? Man, this boxing shit, it bring a certain Wilder, he brings something out of people, dude. I don't know what it is, man, but he brings something out of people, dude. Like, I don't know what it is, dude. Wilder make people hate his guts. Hate his guts. If you talk about Wilder you in the positive light, you get hated too. Straight up. Said word. I can't even believe that Fury will step in the ring. I just feel weird, dead ass. All I'm saying that I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised too. I'll be surprised too. But I'm sure he's gonna show up juiced up. And people like to say, "Oh man, you can't just say, oh, he's without proof and this and that." But I have reason to believe that he will come to this fight on performance enhancing drugs. But my thing is, just don't ruin the fight, Tyson Fury. If you got your good masking agent, use it. Use it, man. Now I'm saying I condone cheating in boxing, but if you got a good masking agent and you plan on using it, go ahead, do you. But that Wilder, make sure your water, you know where you're getting your water from. Make sure you know where you're getting your food from. and go in there and handle your business. I believe Wilder can knock Tyson Fury out on the peds as long as Tyson Fury don't have his fucking cheating glove and Wilder is not clearly fucked up due to him taking some contaminated water. Because we've seen Wilder knock out dudes who allegedly was on that stuff, like Ortiz and stuff like that. You know, we done seen Wilder knock those type of dudes out, man. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling those dudes that Wilder was fighting on the come up if they was on that shit. Ain't no telling. He knocked all those dudes out. And Tyson Fury's about to be the next one, man. I cannot wait. Straight up. The third fight is going to be amazing, man. But just show up, Tyson Fury, man, because I don't even. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. It's August. I can get a really good deal on the tickets if I bought my ticket right now, my plane ticket and hotel. But I'm like, should I do this again? I'm gonna have to pay double because I'm gonna have to get insurance on all that shit because I don't want to lose this again. So, should I buy my plane ticket this week? Nah. Let me not buy my plane ticket this week or the hotel because what if Tyson Fury pulls some bullshit, man? He'll fuck around and say he wants to retire because his daughter's sick and he has to go help her out. Or he could say he goes into the fight, lose, and say have a mental breakdown and say, oh, because I was thinking about my daughter and all that shit. Like, man, say, yeah, you said I should just wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, bro. I'm gonna wait because I want to be in a position where, said, hell yeah, Fury got crazy masking agents. Hell yeah, like people say I'm obsessed because I take time out of my day and I research this stuff. I watched that whole documentary, dude, of Tyson Fury being in that being involved with the Irish mob and this and that. Their gym that they practice in, their MTK gym, the narrator in that documentary said that those fighters will go in that they'll go in that gym one way and they'll leave with special abilities. And I'm 100% sure that she's alluding to the fact that those dudes were in that gym learning how to take that shit, learn how to motherfucking do all that, dude. Real shit. They've been doing this for a long time. They know what time it is. Hearns fought when his brother was arrested and Douglas' mother died in the fight week. But you know, Tyson Fury is a flawed man. He's already showing his characteristics of him being a flawed man. So it's easy for him to just lay down on the fucking bed he created. The bed of lies and mental health bullshit that he created. He's gonna say, oh man, my mental health, I'm just gonna retire. I'm just gonna retire. And he's fucking around and just stay in the UK so he don't have to face the penalties of you know, being accused of being assaulting somebody in the fucking ring. If he was undisputed dude, that's excuse, understand it. But he's a clown, so I automatically feel like he's gonna do some clown shit. Such a bitch ass nigga, man. Like fuck Tyson Fury, man. Real shit. Said can't stand Tyson Fury. He is garbage. He cost me money. But I'm making that money back. I'm making that money back. And it feels good because when you keep it real, people fuck with you. I love what I do. I love making great art. And I love speaking that truth. And I love when I get the haters and the grown ass adult haters because it lets me know that I'm doing something right. Because you a grown ass man hating on me. I'm a young man getting it. So that comes with the game. They showed us this. Come on. So are you going, bro? Yeah, I got my ticket. I spent that much money, I might as well go, right? But I might just buy my plane ticket like 2 weeks out. Yo,
Yo, what's up, bro? Salute, man. It's good.
shit, nothing much, man. We talking about Wilder versus Fury 3 save boxing.
You know, I don't see it saving the sport in total, but I do see it helping the sport a lot because you'll get a lot of eyes on the sport. A lot of people are going to be paying attention. There's going to be a lot of buzz. Just like I feel whenever a big, exciting fight is set and happening, it helps the sport drastically. So I don't see it saving the sport, but I do see it definitely helping the sport. And salute to Steven in the chat. What's up, brother? Salute, man.
Man, imagine or just visualize Wilder knocking out Tyson Fury in dramatic fashion. And we know Tyson Fury's being built up as a fucking jackass. We all hate Tyson Fury now. We're at a point where we all hate Tyson Fury now. So if Wilder goes in there and knock him out in spectacular fashion, don't you think that will make boxing look very nice? Like, oh man, a great heavyweight championship fight with a great ending, great story, drama.
Well, it definitely helps the U.S. boxing scene. It definitely helps the scene here in America. In the UK, I don't see it helping, obviously, because AJ Fury is a massive fight. And in Europe, I don't see it helping. But I see in America it being massive for the sport if Wilder wins. And an AJ Wilder fight, which can definitely happen after that, would be huge in America and in the UK. So, it definitely would benefit.
Yeah, so I don't think it'll just be America that it'll help. It will help all of boxing because Tyson Fury, he gets knocked out. AJ versus Wilder, man, that spark that we lost after AJ got pummeled by a fat Mexican, it would come back. It would come back. That spark of, man, two great heavyweights going at it from different sides of the world.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from for sure. I feel if Fury wins, it'd be great for the UK, but if Wilder wins, it's great for over here in the States. So let's just hope we get a great, fair fight. No controversy, no BS, the right winner. And, I'm looking forward to it because I know the tension's going to be there. We've all felt anticipation during a fight, but I know damn well Fury Wilder, the butterflies are going to feel in your stomach while that's happening is going to be on another level for all fans, even the people that aren't on either side, just knowing the chaos that will happen no matter what the outcome is. It's definitely something to be excited for.
So, are you familiar with a fight? It's a heavyweight fight. Joe Louis versus Max Schmeling.
Yeah, of course.
So, I don't know if you see my tweet earlier today, and the fucking people's chump, the hitman, he got upset because I said Wilder versus Fury 3 is sort of, it resembles Max Schmeling versus Joe Louis too, because there's so much racial tension around this fight. Do you believe that's true?
I don't see it being as extreme as that one just because the time it happened. And, I believe Max Schmeling had ties to the Nazi party and Hitler. So I don't think it's that extreme, obviously, but I do see where the comparisons come from because it's obvious that there's a lot of people on each side that have animosity towards each other. And it's partially because of race. So I definitely see where you're coming from. It's not that level because Joe Louis Max Schmeling was like worldwide type of thing. It was basically America versus Germany during the World War II period. However, I still definitely think it is a fight with a lot of racial tension.
Why I feel like it's like that too? Because it's not just back in that fight, the Joe Louis versus Max Schmeling, it was really America versus Nazi Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Wilder versus Fury is people who just ride with Wilder, which is a huge majority of Black people and other groups, and the UK, and the people that's against Wilder right now are UK people in racist American media and American fans as well. So it's not just a country versus a country. It's a group of people against multiple groups of people. And it's based off race. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, of course, definitely. I feel there are people, and I'm not trying to put myself out there, but like me, who don't look at it as race and just look at it as a fight. But there are definitely people that look at it as a black versus white type of thing. And, it's unfortunate that boxing is going that path in an aspect, but
It's been like
there's nothing you can do about it.
before I was born, before you were born, before the guy that was just hating on me was born. The Black Tyson Fury fan said new media versus old media, and the racist fucks. Yeah, Isaiah, Isaiah, he's not black, but he's riding with Wilder 100%, and he understands that this shit is racist as hell, man. It's really racial, super racial, man, and it's been that way, and it's not our fault. I'm not saying that I want it to be that way, but it's just like that, man. This is the country, we got to understand
Yeah,
where we're at.
lots of division.
Yeah,
Lots
man.
of division.
Shades of Jack Johnson, dude. I'm telling you, man. It's like this with Wilder. He's a descendant of that, man. And I feel like that's where he gets a lot of hate from. Really think about it. When was the last time we had an American outspoken champion that's knocking people out and he's, representing America and his race and so on? When was the last time we had that?
Well, in the heavyweight division, can't really think of anything too recent, honestly.
Yeah.
Not the top of my head, at least. So it is definitely, I mean, Wilder was, I'd say, the best American heavyweight champion in the 2010s.
Yeah.
I mean, was he the only one? He may have been the only one, to be honest, if I think about it.
People hate when I say that because that was in the post. I said, yes, when all the dust clears, Wilder will be known as one of the best fighters of our generation or the best heavyweight in our generation because, look, let's say he goes in there and beats Fury. He beats Fury. He also has a tied record with Muhammad Ali for title defenses, and no other heavyweight in our generation has that. So that's by default. That is true.
That is true.
Yeah, it's true.
You could pick it. You could pick at straws just like they do with Triple G. I mean, I feel Triple G and Wilder are very similar in aspect. People ignore their accomplishments. They ignore their basic accomplishments, and they pick at straws and they dissect their resume. I'm not the biggest Wilder fan, but I do have to give him credit for that Ali stat. That's an incredible feat. Even no matter who he faces, it's still an incredible feat. Even to get the champion, his situation is quite impressive. So we should stop picking at straws and at least acknowledge that.
The thing with Triple G, I feel like people hate him a lot is because what he's doing now. People, we like what you're doing now. We like stuff that's relevant. So Triple G, what he's doing now is very. We don't.
But here's my issue: not every.
Andre. We want to see him against the Young Bucks, not the guy who went life or death. Fucking another Minnesota native, Rob Brandt.
Yeah, but here's my thing: not everyone's Manny Pacquiao. You can't expect a guy at 38 years old to be facing the top guys. I mean, most people's favorite fighter at 38 wasn't doing what Triple G's doing, unifying belts, and that's a fact. You look at most fighters at that age, they're either retired or fighting no one.
What belt though? What belt is he?
Murata has the WBA full belt. He got elevated.
The belt that they need that the ABC commission is sending. Hey, we might not recognize you guys if you don't take action immediately.
Yeah, I hate the WBA. I hate the WBC and I hate the WBA. I think those are the two belts need to go. IBF is the best in my opinion. WBO is not great, but they're better than the WBC and WBA.
They just need to make that PBC belt.
Yeah.
The PBC, I wouldn't mind if there was a PBC belt, a DAZN belt, and a top rank belt. And in order to win each belt, somebody has to sacrifice and go to another platform to capture their belt.
The issue is I feel they'd use that as an excuse to stop cross-platforming. Like they'll in the rankings, like say Canelo owns the DAZN belt. They're not going to put a single PBC fighter or a single ESPN fighter in the rankings. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, what if it was like that, where we just take somebody from our stable against your stable on flip or choose whose platform?
Mm-hmm. If it happened, that'd be phenomenal. If they did that and they actually made the fights, made the fights, like say they made Triple G versus Charlo for the DAZN and PBC belt, that would be great. That'd be phenomenal for the sport. But we know what boxing is. Boxing has turned all of us made us very jaded and cynical by the way they treat us fans.
Because it's like, how we want it so simple like that. Boxing's like, nah, hell no. We can never make it that simple for you guys.
Never. They can't. There's even things like mandatories, man. Like if they want to enforce mandatories, at least make good mandatories. Like, David Benavidez, #1 WBC. That's a good mandatory. But, Camille Zarameda, garbage mandatory. Caleb Truax, garbage mandatory. They're going to enforce mandatories, make them elite opponents.
What do you think about Canelo and the whole franchise champion business?
With him at 160, the WBC belt?
Yep.
Well, I consider Charlo the champion. I consider him the champion. Canelo's been gone from that weight class for way too long, so I don't really see any way anyone can really argue in Canelo's favor. But what I find interesting is they said the franchise champion doesn't have to fight their mandatories, yet Canelo had to fight his mandatory in Avni Yildirim.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. When he fights David Benavidez, when David Benavidez is his mandatory, they're going to say, no, he's the franchise champion. He doesn't have to fight his mandatory. That's what's going to happen.
Yep. He's the super middleweight franchise champion because he's undisputed.
Yeah. He would probably get elevated to franchise at 168. I know Canelo, and I'm not even one of these David Benavidez groupies. We know how there's some David Benavidez groupies out there. I'm not a David Benavidez groupie, but I know Canelo would not take that fight. I doubt it.
Risky.
And if he does take it, he'll make it like 166 or some crap.
Nah, or he'll probably make it 170 and put a rehydration clause on David Benavidez where he can't get higher than 170.
I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all if he did that. And, as always, I know as a Triple G fan, I have to mention this. You could say to everyone about Triple G's resume, but the one thing he didn't do is do these weird clauses and drag fighters down in weight and wait till they get old. You could say to everyone about his resume, but at least he didn't do these little cheap tactics that only divas use.
Think about it, man. What he was trying to do to Bivol is criminal.
Criminal. He's trying to drag a guy down in weight, give him a few-week training camp. I mean, Dimitri Bivol, the issue with Dimitri Bivol, though, you can't blame him for wanting to take that. He's been so mistreated by Eddie Hearn. He's been getting so underpaid and fighting complete bums that a Canelo fight, even if it is a few-week notice and if he has to go down in weight, is still a great opportunity for him. So I really blame Eddie Hearn for mistreating him as a fighter. And I'm someone that doesn't mind Eddie Hearn, but he's done an awful job with Dimitri Bivol. An awful job.
Especially with Andre.
Andre, too, of course. He likes saying Andre's name, but he doesn't actually push for the Andre fights. Like, he talks about Andre in interviews. He'll say something like Triple G should call out Andre, but he's not actually putting his foot down to make Andre do anything. And you know what he should do? He should have Andre move up to 168, defeat Zach Parker, who's ranked #1 in the WBO, and he'll become Canelo's official mandatory. If the WBO enforces that and Canelo drops his belt, Andre's a 2-weight champion. If he doesn't drop his belt and they make the fight, Canelo versus Andre, he gets that big fight.
You think Canelo will ever fight a guy like Morrell?
I don't see it happening, honestly. When I think about it, I think it's going to be a Triple G situation where he's going to get a certain point where he just wants the money fights. He's going to lose that hunger. David Morrell, that's one. Carlos Gongora, Pavel Selyagin. There's some good, nice up-and-comers at 168. So hopefully they keep beating the guys they need to and they can get a Canelo fight.
What do you think about Canelo's stipulation when he says $40 million guaranteed, even if Caleb Plant show up, no matter what? But if I get hurt, we have to wait.
See, I find it very difficult for people to be on Canelo. I find it difficult to see how so many people are on Canelo's side here. That's some really weird, uncalled for stipulation. And with the way fighters keep pulling out of fights, injuries, virus, all this stuff, yada, yada, there's a high possibility and probability that Caleb Plant may have to pull out of that fight, and he loses a massive paycheck, but Canelo still gets his. It's a very stupid and unnecessary tactic, and it's very diva-ish in my opinion as well. People are taking a stand. They're either on Team Canelo or Team Plant when it comes to the negotiation tactic. I'm definitely on Plant's side, and I feel the main reason people are against Plant is because of what he's done in his career, his resume. So they don't even hear the story. They just hear that Canelo and Plant isn't happening next, and they automatically blame Plant without actually looking into the details. Now, I'm not going to accuse Canelo of ducking Caleb Plant. He's faced better opponents than Caleb Plant. However, his diva tactics, you can't be surprised when a guy doesn't give in to them right away.
Okay. Somebody says, you got this virgin on here. That's the guy.
It's funny Tyrese follows me on Twitter, but likes talking trash 24/7 whenever I see him.
How long were you watching the chat?
I have my mics covering the chat, so I gotta look around to the side to see it.
Or how long were you watching the stream? I meant.
I just got on. I just checked it.
He was on earlier, and he was hating on me, and he's like, "Shit, man." He's like 50 years old, 40 years old, and
For real?
he's hating on us, man. But There's a
It's
couple things.
unfortunate, man. They
There's a
don't like
couple
to. They
things.
don't like to see that we're doing what they wish they were able to do. It's the truth.
I know, I know. So they just come on here and hate. He
Just
wish.
hate.
But there's a couple things I want to ask you, Mighty Max.
Mhm.
What do you feel about Ugas getting the Manny Pacquiao fight now?
Now, obviously, if the Errol fight falling through, I feel Ugas is a great replacement. I really do. He's the full WBA champion. He's probably in the top 5 at welterweight. So I think it's a very fun fight. If you look at it on paper, I mean, Errol Ugas was a fun fight. Errol Manny's a fun fight. So there's no way Manny Ugas isn't a fun fight. Obviously, it's not as good as the Errol Spence fight, but it is a very good late replacement. One of the best late replacements you could think of. If you're being honest, if you look at welterweight, I could only name probably less than a handful of guys I'd rather see Pacquiao facing Ugas.
Okay. Okay. So, do you feel like, because this is circulating, so I just got to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like Errol Spence is faking an eye injury to get out of a big, massive payday with Manny Pacquiao?
I got in some hot water. I don't know if you saw the tweet, man, but I got some hot water, man. People talking trash behind my back about my tweet, not tagging me, sneaking disses, similar people that backstabbed you, talking trash about me. So it's the same usual suspects. I'm skeptical. That's the simplest way I'll put it.
You're skeptical? Why?
I'm skeptical. I'm not going to jump the gun. I jumped the gun yesterday, but then I looked at the whole camera situation thing. And then after I realized it probably wasn't the wrong guy, I started trolling and said the shirt was inside out and some stuff like that. But if I look at it like this, there wouldn't be everyone says, why would Errol do this? I don't think Errol did this. I think Al Heyman sees that Pacquiao didn't get elevated, and he wants Pacquiao to beat Ugas, become the full WBA champ, and make Errol versus Pacquiao for 3 out of 4 belts confirmed. So that's their motive if they do it. However, I'm not Errol Spence. I'm not his management, so I technically don't know, if we're being honest.
I see your angle. But Errol's a good man, and I don't think he'll do something like that.
I hope not. Because I think that's kind of low, if he did. A lot
of fans from Texas and all over the world bought tickets to the fight.
Yeah, of course.
Like right
now,
I
hope he can do that as well.
To make a shirt for one of the my clients that's going to the fight. So it is what it is, man. Ugas, I like Ugas.
Me too. He's a nice guy, your Dennis. He's in Miami where I am. He's worked his way up. This is a guy that was basically thrown under the rug, thrown in last minute to fight Jamal James as the major underdog. When I checked on BoxRec the next day and saw Jamal James lost, I'm like, what the hell? Was Jamal James injured or some crap? Who the hell is this guy? He just lost to 15-3. And then Ugas comes back, destroys prospect Brian Pirelli, just builds his way all the way back up slowly but surely. And he became a champion. Even if you disagree with how he became a champion, he built his way back up. And I got a lot of respect for Ugas. Some people find him annoying. I do think he needs to take a break from Twitter and Instagram because he sometimes overwrites those paragraphs and stuff. But overall, he's a nice guy, Ugas. And I am rooting for Manny. He's a big Manny fan, but I won't be upset at all if he loses to a real fighter like your Dennis Ugas.
Man, my thing is with this is if Ugas wins, this will be a major curveball in boxing. And I feel like we need something like that.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm praying for Manny's downfall, but I'm just saying, like, if Ugas won, that will make a big it will make I wouldn't mind seeing Ugas versus Errol Spence Jr. after that.
I wouldn't mind either. I like that fight.
And I wouldn't mind paying $75 to see it either.
I'd probably pay $75 as well. I probably would. That'd be a good fight.
Card up though.
What was that?
Make sure they stack the card up.
They better, yeah. They did a poor job this week. They basically saw that Manny was the main event and didn't even try for the rest of the card, which is unfortunate. But yeah, man, if Ugas wins, it'd be a shocker. Not really a shocker, but on paper it'd be a little bit of a shocker. But you look at it objectively, it is a very tough fight for Manny. But let's look at it this way: if Manny Pacquiao beats your Dennis Ugas, this guy has wins over Keith Thurman and Ugas back to back in his 40s. You got to admit that's some incredible stuff. And honestly, this is coming from a massive Terrence Crawford fan. Pacquiao would probably be the number 2 welterweight if he defeated Ugas off of resume. In my eyes. Because beating Keith and Ugas back to back, it's hard to deny.
Man, my thing is Ugas, we all seen him get hurt by Ramos.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's all in the back of people's mind.
Yeah.
Oh man, we all seen that. And we all know Manny Pacquiao got that You know, that
Mhm.
sneaky punch, man. Do you think he'll get hurt by Manny Pacquiao?
I think he'll get dropped a couple times actually, but I don't see him getting stopped. Pacquiao, he has a killer instinct to knock guys down and hurt them, but he doesn't have that killer instinct anymore to put them away. So I see him dropping Ugas once or twice and winning a very competitive decision. It's going to be a fun fight. People also forget Ugas got dropped by Thomas Delorme out of all people. So I'm not
Yeah.
going to say he's like a glass chin or anything, but we know he can get dropped.
But my thing is, what if he's super motivated right now? Like, man,
Mhm.
if he wins, Cuba boxing will be on fire. Oh my God.
It would rise, of course.
Like, oh my God, what the hell? Where did they come? Where did they come from? Seriously.
Mhm.
So if they win gold medals and then on top of that, a pro Cuban fighter beats Manny Pacquiao,
That would be
what the
That'd be some crazy stuff for sure. For sure. It'd be probably one of the biggest wins Cuba's had in how long? It'd be a massive win for them. And they've kind of locked momentum with Lara not doing too much. Rigo does have a big fight, but he hasn't won it yet. Gamboa has one foot out the door. They have Morel, but he's still up and coming. So they need that momentum. It would be great for them to get a big win. And I can see you guys winning. Now, Artman, I need to know what's your prediction for this bout. Who are you picking and how?
in this Yugas versus Manny Pacquiao fight?
Yeah.
If I was a betting man, I would pick Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao he's a southpaw, right?
Yeah.
So I've seen Manny Pacquiao hit dudes with sneaky punches, sneaky left punches that just sleeps them, man, or just have them buzzed or
Mhm.
have spitting out their mouthpiece. So and he's already shown this signs of him being hurt or
Mhm.
him getting dropped, you know, in these fights by lesser tier fighter or lower tier fighters. I'm not saying that they're terrible, but not on the Manny Pacquiao level.
No, no. Yeah,
But
I agree with you for sure.
my heart is telling me Yugas has the motivation. He's hungry. He's doing this for the pride of Cuba. When you get an opportunity like this, you never know, man.
I
You,
agree.
you never know. When your back's against the ropes, man, you get an opportunity like this, dude. And his country going through some shit right now.
hmm
Like this can all be fuel to his fire. Like,
Yeah, and people have been trashing
or
Ugas recently, man. They've been calling him paper champ. They've been saying this, and you could see he takes it not as well as he should. He's online fighting with these haters and stuff, so it may hit him hard. Now I see Tyrese hating in the chat more. He's calling us, what are you saying, soft skin? Tyrese, you wouldn't last one day in our man or my shoes on social media, man. You're calling us soft skin. You're soft skin enough to start hating on us just for doing what we enjoy. So that shows how soft skin you are, man.
and he's like in his 40s.
Yeah, grown man. How about Tyrese? Instead of going in the chat, how about you apply for a job? That may help a bit.
No, he's a baller. He has money. He has money to blow. So
All right.
he
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm
he has
messing with you,
money to
Tyrese.
blow.
I know you follow. I don't want you to unfollow me on Twitter, so I'm messing with you. But we're not thin skinned. I promise you that, man. Me and Art, man, the amount of hate
I
we
know.
get.
That's what I'm laughing at him. He comes on my show. He says your terrible t-shirts and all your bum t-shirts, and I'm like, hey man, if you feel that way, that's not what my clients are saying, but hey, so be it.
So, yeah,
You
exactly,
know,
man.
that's the best part about it. But Yugas, man, he's in a position right now where he has nothing to lose and everything to gain.
That's true.
I wish I had an opportunity like Yugas. You know what I said? There's nobody on the planet that's happier than Yugas right now.
I agree.
Like,
The thing of Ugas too, man. He just had. Oh,
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
What are the odds of this happening, man? What are the odds? What are the odds of Errol Spence having to pull out the fight and Yugas gets a Manny Pacquiao fight?
Manny Pacquiao fight. You know what it is too, man? If Pacquiao pulled out and got a Spence fight, he'd be very happy. But the payday difference in fighting Spence versus Pacquiao? And even the name, like, yeah, Errol Spence is like a pound for pound level fighter, but everyone knows Manny Pacquiao. And being able to share a ring with him is some incredible stuff. And by the way, I also have to add, Ugas recently had alopecia, which is major hair loss, and that was a big hit in his life. I wonder if that's inspired him and has given him an extra motivation.
Oh, that's why he's losing hair?
Yeah, he made a post on it previously. That's why I think he said that's why he always wears glasses to cover his eyebrows, because I believe he had it earlier in his life. He got rid of it, and then he said I re-got alopecia. So unfortunately for
Oh,
him,
I thought he was just shaving his hair off and his eyebrows off because here.
Yeah, me too at first. I was confused. I'm like, why is this guy going, shaving his eyebrows off? But unfortunately, that's the reasoning. So maybe I could give him,
This guy, Yugas on the fucking PBC fight camp as a replacement fighter looking like motherfucking Piccolo and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. But what if he goes in there and wins, and we just look
crazy.
We're looking at the TV screen of Yugas with no eyebrows, bald head, holding, his belt high. And
that would be crazy. I like Ugas, man. I remember. Oh, go ahead. My fault.
Manny Pacquiao gets a speech on why, he has to return to the Philippines. It was a good run, but Yugas retired me. Man, that's going to be crazy, dude. Like, what if
Imagine Ugas, man. Imagine Ugas after Manny's entire career. Ugas is the guy that retires Manny. That just sounds like some sort of sounds like some sort of simulation or some crap. Ugas retiring Manny.
Look who retired Mike Tyson, though.
I know, but to be fair, Mike was done by then. While Manny's still a credible opponent. You know what I mean? But still, Ugas is the guy that ends Manny's career.
Somebody says, I hope Pacquiao wins, but man, ain't no telling, dude. When is that fight? Next week?
Yeah, it's the 21st.
That's this coming week, right?
Well, we got tomorrow's the 13th. After that, we got the Casemiro Rigo Virgil fight, the Maloney fight, and then the week after that, we got the Pacquiao Ugas fight.
Woo!
People keep saying summer boxing's ruined. Like, I know you've probably seen the tweets of a bunch of people complaining saying summer boxing's ruined. This is a good fight, man. Pacquiao Ugas is a fun fight. I don't know what people don't understand about that. Just like if Crawford fought Ugas or Errol fought Ugas, those would all be fun fights.
It's just that, us as fans, we just want to see the unified champion, Errol Spence, back in action.
Yeah. Yeah, it is unfortunate in that aspect.
So, so it's like, damn, man. But Yugas, he looks like he's ready, man. He was already training hard, but now he got a little extra pep in his step in the gym.
I think actually this late replacement does benefit Pacquiao more because Pacquiao's training for Errol Spence while Ugas is training for Fabian Maidana this whole period. So I think the last second switch more benefits Pacquiao than Ugas. Yeah.
Ugas looks so fucking weird without his hair. That shit looks weird. But hey, he looks like he's ready.
All I hope is that Ugas gives it a great effort even in defeat. I know it's like a UK thing, but I hope he does enough to where he could get another big fight after this, like a Keith Thurman or a Sean. He deserves that Sean rematch. I had him beating Sean 7-5.
Yo, it's crazy to me seeing the new trailer for this fight, and they just upped and replaced Errol Spence with Yugas. It's like, wow, what is reality? What is life, man? It's still a good fight, man.
It is a good fight, and as I said, these are two guys that are. I know Pacquiao is probably. I mean, he was gone, but now he's back. He's probably top 3, top 5 at welterweight. And Ugas is top 3, top 5. So these are two at least top 5 guys in the same weight class fighting each other. So, that's pretty impressive. That's a pretty good fight. Whenever you get two guys in the top 5 facing off, it's guaranteed to be a great fight. It really is.
People on Twitter, they're mad that I'm talking to you, man.
Again, they're talking. Oh my, these dudes, man, it's insane, man. They hate that we're having they want us to be shouting at each other, cursing each other out. They hate that we're just having a civilized talk, man. It's so petty.
It's because the stuff that you say is harmful. They don't like it, man. You gotta apologize about the Errol Spence, man. You jumped the gun.
I did jump the gun. I admit that. Here's the reason I haven't deleted the tweet yet, because I feel if I delete the tweet, people are gonna start clowning and doing this. But if I keep it up just for a little longer, just to piss them off a little more, just to get them a little more annoyed, I kept it up. I do plan on deleting it soon, but
go ahead and delete that because it's not good, man. Because you don't want to have a reputation of being like the white guy that's hating on black fighters.
That's what people say, man.
You don't want to go down that road.
It's unfortunate because whenever I do criticize a fighter that's like of the PBC or something, they think it's always racially motivated and not just an opinion. But what can you do, man? I did jump the gun for the Errol Spence situation. I do admit that. However, when I made a tweet after that saying that the Adidas shirt was inside out, people got to learn how to take a joke, man. You know, we got so many dudes just don't have a sense of humor. They can't take any joke, and it's unfortunate. Even Ben Media doesn't want me to delete it, so even he doesn't want me to delete it, man. I'll think about deleting it. I'll have a long, hard talk. Thing is, the reason I'm not deleting is because I'm pissing off the people that trash me the most by keeping it up. And if I delete it, it's gonna kind of be like I listened. I kind of felt, you know how when dudes get canceled, they have to like make a fake apology so they don't get canceled.
So
I don't want to have to kind of sell out in that aspect.
You don't want to be perceived as a racist because they're giving you I'm seeing the school shooter.
Yeah. I mean, that's
being thrown out through.
Yeah. It's funny that they say it because technically I want to ask him why he calls me that, and I want to see his answer. That's my question.
Okay, the reason why I believe they call you the school shooter is because you're young, and school shooters are typically like young and skinny and white and white complected. And
white.
That's why they call you the school shooter. But talking to you, you don't seem like a bad guy. But one thing I do suggest is, if it's best, do not make it look like it's anti-black, because there's people that's going to come at you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
We're going to make it uncomfortable for you.
And I do need to address one thing about Twitter. People like comparing me to like Michael Montero. They love saying, oh, you're Montero Jr., stop retweeting Montero stuff. First of all, I've never retweeted a Michael Montero thing. I don't even follow him on Twitter. So that Michael Montero talk got to end, because I don't even follow that dude on Twitter. So I don't even know why people like talking about me and Michael Montero. I've never retweeted a Montero tweet. I've barely liked Montero tweets. Once in a blue moon, I'll see a tweet I agree with and I'll like it. I don't even follow him, so I don't see why people compare me to Michael Montero, of all people.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, exactly. But he's basically he's kind of like a presence on boxing Twitter. He has, I believe, a couple thousand followers. He's a white dude, which is probably why they compare me to him, because a lot of these dudes just look at the race and ignore everything else.
He has like a graphic logo.
I believe so. I'm not fully sure.
No, I don't know. I don't even want to know. If he's a racist, fuck him.
That's what I've heard. That's what people have said. But the issue is, it loses a lot of its meaning when people on boxing Twitter accuse each and every person that they disagree with of being racist. When someone calls someone racist, it loses its meaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I give here. It's like this. You just can't accuse everyone for being racist.
Yeah.
But when you have a pattern of saying anti-black stuff,
of course,
it's completely obvious. We're so far in advance in life that we don't have time to wait for somebody to come out the closet and say that they're racist.
Come out the closet.
Yeah, seriously, we don't.
Yeah, I feel you. But here's my thing. I gotta say,
the judge from the WBA to come out and say that she's racist.
Oh yeah, I'm very happy that she's suspended, because actually she should be more than suspended, in my opinion. Not just for the scorecard, but because of her tweets, specifically the racist tweets where she uses racial slurs and stuff. So it's very good that she is at least getting lots of hate for that. However, when it comes to me personally, I haven't seen myself do any sort of racist tweets ever, but people just like accusing me of it because I like Triple G and I'm white. And I honestly think that's the main reason they do it, because I haven't really noticed any patterns. And if anyone wants to try to cancel me, you can look down all the tweets I have and try to find something. I recommend doing that actually as I speak. Keep scrolling.
The people want to know, did you apologize to the welterweight king?
I ain't apologized to Terrence Crawford. What did Crawford do? Why did I apologize to Terrence Crawford for?
Okay. The unified champion.
Okay. I apologize to Errol Spence for jumping the gun. That's what I'll do, for jumping the gun. I'm not saying he did it or he didn't do it, but obviously we don't have 100% proof. However, when it comes to jumping the gun, I apologize.
Hey, people are so funny, man. They don't like seeing us chat, man.
What other tweets did you get about this, man? I want to
No,
see if anyone
no,
else is saying stuff.
people, they're probably glad that you're. I told them that you did apologize for
For jumping the gun.
for jumping.
Yes, I do. I do apologize for that. The thing is, and there's a reason I did. I wasn't doing it to make Errol specifically look bad or to get clout or anything like that. My phone does not flip, and I assume that no phone flips. Here, I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah.
This right here, this is my right eye. Okay? This is my right eye. This is my left eye. So even my computer does not flip.
You know, it's like this. When I do my little videos when I'm punching on the bag, right? The one that gets fucking 21K views and shit, you know.
Sonny Edwards talking about you at the back.
Words and them talking about it. Sometimes I use Snapchat, and Snapchat, flips it,
Yeah.
and people will be like, "Dude, are you a switch hitter?" Like one video I seen you hitting with your left, now you're hitting with your right, and I'm like, "Nah, it's just the camera." So of course we should have all known that. Camera flips, especially if he's taking a picture off of Snapchat or whatever, which is a popular app that we all have and we use. Some people even use Snapchat. Use Snapchat instead of the regular phone camera.
Sometimes. Now, the reason that I did it is because I have an Android. So I don't know if Android's different than Apple, but Android does not flip, and my computer does not flip. As I said, this is my left, this is my right. So maybe it's just an iPhone thing. Maybe it's just a Snapchat thing. I don't use Snapchat, by the way, so I wouldn't even know about that.
All the older folks use Snapchat.
Yeah, I know a lot of kids I know as well use it, but I never got into it. I just thought it was not my style. But my phone doesn't flip. My computer doesn't flip. And if you say your phone and your computer never flipped, and you see Errol Spence covering his right eye instead of his left eye, when your phone and computer don't flip, you would have probably had a similar reaction to me and say, "Hold on, this dude put on the wrong eye."
But Errol Spence is not no Tyson Fury.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. He isn't.
He isn't a Tyson Fury. So the fact that people are jumping the gun is kind of disrespectful to us, or we perceive it as disrespectful because Errol Spence is a nice man who's, we see him taking care of his children.
Mm.
He's not involved in any scandals. Yeah, he, got in a car accident, but that affected him. He's not out here trying to be out here causing problems and stuff like that.
And see, I didn't blame Errol Spence, by the way. I think Al Heyman has a master plot behind.
What's up?
Hold on, we see Airy Boxing Talk on here. Same guy that likes, disrespecting my name and accusing me of being racist while having me blocked. So, Airy, I want to send a quick message to you. I would embarrass and obliterate you in any debate on anything. First of all, Airy, you're too ugly to be using Twitter. I mean, we saw you, and I almost vomited. You got TKO'd in a boxing debate. TKO'd in a how do you get TKO'd in a boxing debate?
He's cool people, man. He's cool people's man.
Now, Airy disrespects me too much, man. There's a lot of people on the app that I'm cool with, but Airy's just someone that, first of all, he blocked me out of nowhere. Then he talks trash. Then he accuses me while having me blocked. So Airy's a clown, Ariana, whatever. And he has very little credibility or clout or respect in the boxing Twitter community anyways. So tell him to just, stop using my name for attention. We know he can't get attention on his own, so he has to use my name. So just had a quick message to Airy. I apologize for going off of script, off of what we were saying on your show. I just had to get that out the way because I see him in the chat, playing it all cool with the peace sign in the air. I had to say something about that. My bad.
Yep. You see, every time I get on the live show with you, man, my black credibility goes down. They pointed the finger at me like, "All right, man, are you a secret coon on the low?" And I'm like, "Nah, man. I'm just, I'm an American. I understand that we have this thing called freedom of speech.
Yeah.
So if you want to explain why you feel a certain way, you're entitled to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's totally disrespectful, where it's just like out of the way, like, oh yeah, you're just totally disrespecting my race, then I'm gonna have to call it out.
Of course, racism is awful, honestly. Racism is one of the worst things on earth. I definitely agree with that.
But you see, people are laughing and making tweets or whatever, but here I am. I have you on my platform, and I'm asking you face to face about your tweets that you said. I'm not
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, he's racist. Da 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 da. No, I'm actually let me hear. And we're on live. You agreed to this. We're on
Yeah.
live, so people can hear the conversation.
Yeah.
So I just don't get people's angles. That yeah, he's talking about me.
Because you talked about me first, Ariana. You talked about me first, so I had to address it. Talking about you. I talk about you once a year because that's how relevant you are. I had to just bring you up one time, give you your moment of shine. Anyhow, but yeah, man, if you wanna be part of the Twitter community that needs to question me, just let me know. You could ask me any question about any of my
Yeah.
current, former tweets, and I'll be right here. I'll be
So
truly transparent with you.
they're posting a tweet. They just sent the message over about a tweet that you said. Ari Boxing, aka Ariana Boxing, aka Ariel Boxing, talks a lot about me for someone who blocked me. How about you worry about getting a job or a career or a girl? You ugly, washed up. I mean, that's just online talk. Ari, you gotta toughen up, my guy. That's just so
I'm just making fun of him for being bald, in
just
all seriousness, and being on the internet all the time. That's really it.
that he's not racist, just a hater. That's what people.
I'm not a hater, man. You know, there's fighters I dislike, but I'd never go far enough to be a hater of a fighter. At least not now. When I was younger, like 10, 11 years old, I hated Canelo, but it's at a point to where I'm not a hater of anyone.
Yeah, real shit. I'm not a hater either, dude. I'm not like at least you're not like these guys like Jeremiah 890032.
Jeremiah's my boy. He's a good kid. Jeremiah's about my age. I got respect for him.
He's a real person.
Yeah, Jeremiah's a real person. He's just a massive AJ fan. So obviously he's gonna clash with someone who's a Wilder fan. That's just how he is. But Jeremiah's a good kid.
The funniest thing in the world to me is when he said, I got the screenshot. He says, I will kill myself if Artman is right.
Oh, come on, Jeremiah.
That was during the whole Wilder versus Fury thing. I have a screenshot. I posted it today. Because every time he tries to clown my boxing intelligence, I always say, dude, you're the guy who believed that Joshua was fighting Fury, or Fury was fighting Joshua in the middle of Saudi Arabia in the hottest month of the year. Like, come on now. That's crazy, dude.
That's true. That's true. By the way, Arman, I do gotta say, when it comes to me coming on here, a lot of dudes want to talk trash and be disrespectful, but I'm someone that's actually willing to come on here, have a talk throughout my tweets and address them. A lot of these dudes on here make some wild tweets. They don't address them. They don't say their thoughts on them. They don't say why they tweeted it. I've been fully transparent this whole time, and if anyone can find any other tweets of me, they could dig as deep as they want, and they want me to talk about it or address it, go right ahead.
Yeah, straight up. If people laughing and shit, making memes and all that.
People making memes? Oh,
it's all good, man.
This isn't the first time I've been on your show. I don't know if people are aware of that. This isn't the first time I've been on here. So that's what I find weird. If it was my first time they're making memes, that makes sense. But
now, okay, my dude Dripper says, what do you have against Errol Spence? Let it be
I don't have anything in particular against Spence. I'm just a Team Crawford guy. But as Spence is a person, I don't have anything against him. I don't. Yes, I'm a Team Crawford guy, and Spence isn't one of my favorites or anything, but I don't have anything against Errol. I don't know him personally. Why would I have anything against him? I don't know him personally. He doesn't know that I exist, most likely. So why should I have anything against him? Man, my phone's dead, and so I can't even check all the tweets going on right now, man. But keep making them. It gives me free publicity, which is getting me closer to my goal of 1K followers on Twitter. So keep it up.
That's what I'm saying. Let's keep it up.
More memes. Let's go.
Hold on. Somebody wants me to yeah, hold on. We got a special guest that wants to tune in. But he's a legit member. He's the owner of the Chicken Talk.
Oh, Lazy Lefty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lefty is funny as hell, man.
Yeah, Lefty's a cool dude, man. I see his tweets.
Hey, you gotta change your profile picture too, man.
Oh, the arrow one. I'm just. I'm trolling with that one because people got so bad we had to mess around.
People you gotta change that. You gotta change that, man.
You know I will. I don't keep my profile pictures up long. I'll change that
The
one soon. I
community
promise.
says they want you to change that.
Okay.
Yeah, they said they don't want that shit, man.
Man, people gotta. I respect people's opinion, but people just don't know how to take a joke, man. It's unfortunate that people know how to take a joke, but it's just the way our society is, man.
It's just that we're so conditioned to combat racist every day. So if we see a white guy posting some shit that looks anywhere near anti-black, we're gonna come at you.
Yeah, and I respect that for sure, man. I definitely respect it, and see where you're coming from by doing so.
Yeah, people's like somebody just said you need to change your pictures. Some people don't believe that you're not racist. They said they're not buying it.
Oh, they're not buying it. Okay, so they're not buying. Man, these people don't know me, man. They see a few of my tweets and boxing takes and think they know me. I'm not racist. You see the picture up there? You see a picture up there, a little higher up? You know what fight that is? Top of my screen. I have that in my room. You see that? I have a Damian Lillard poster right there as well. You see the Muhammad Ali fight up there?
Yep. Somebody says
I got a
because
Shaq poster right here as well, but I'm racist. Okay.
my dude Dripper says because you believe Spence is a threat to
No.
a multiple pound for pound great in
No.
great divisions or 8 divisions or whatever. That's why you don't like Spence. Is that
Come
right?
on, Drippa's my boy, man. Now he's getting all mad at me for that post I made. Drippa, come on, man. You know that isn't true. First of all, I believe Crawford beats him. He's not a threat to multiple weight. Maybe 154, not 160. Just that's 2 weight classes. I have Crawford beating him. What I don't like about Spence in this situation is I feel he's waiting for Crawford to get older. See, I'm a Triple G fan. I get PTSD from the Canelo waiting out Triple G. I see that Spence is trying to wait out Crawford, and that's my main gripe with him.
Somebody says, or not just somebody, the infamous Naka Tyson said, "This is disgusting and unacceptable with your profile picture."
Oh my goodness.
It's this. She's saying there's no coming back from it. You're just completely lost. So that's
Oh, come on.
she feels.
From a profile. First of all, it's a joke. Second of all, I ain't make the picture. Third of all, it's just to troll all the people I've been disrespecting and clowning me. I know for sure if a lot of other people did that picture, they would make a big deal, but a lot of people I feel are just looking for a reason to hate on me. And it's a little disrespectful, honestly. You know, Nika knows me to an extent, and I've been nothing but respectful to her. So her thinking that was some sort of bad act or something, that does make me feel a bit disappointed. But
My dude Dripper said, "I'm not mad. I'm just fucking with you." But facts though, he beats Taylor, Bud, Pac, Mel, and Castano. And and that's the thing, man. I like that approach, Dripper, because goddamn, let the young man go on, man. These people calling you a Klansman, all types of shit, man.
I'll tell you this much, man. Most dudes at my age, if they were 16, would not be able to be on here, man. They wouldn't be. They would get depressed and get off here.
Somebody wants to know what got you into the sport.
My mom showed me a fight when I was 6. It was a doubleheader of Canelo Mosley and Floyd Cotto. And, I really loved what I saw in both of those bouts. And since then, I just kept on watching. And I haven't regretted it at all.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. This is a pretty good show, man. Spence and Bud are like 2 years apart. I'm not the same as VG Canelo. Yeah, but let me go back to the question because my dude Dripper asked a good question. He said, Max, if Rigo beats Casemiro, you think Inouye will move up to 122?
Well, I see Inouye moving up to 122 soon, but I don't see him doing it if Rigo beats Casemiro or if Casemiro beats Rigo. I see him fighting Donaire next. And the question is, after Donaire, will he move up? I'm not sure because of the PBC and ESPN. I'd probably guess after Donaire, he'll move up to 122, but he won't do it if Rigo beats Casemiro. I think no matter who wins that fight, he'll move up to 122 after the Donaire win.
You think Inouye's going to fight Donaire again?
Yeah, I think they're going to do that fight, to be honest. I'm not confident, but if I had to guess, that's what I'd say.
I'm almost done with that design, too. of a new.
Nice, nice. Keep it up, man.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. I'm putting a lot of hours in that. Um, Said if Anui moves up to 122, he's getting smacked by Fulton Jr. I agree. I agree. I most definitely agree. That's the monster killer right there.
That's gonna be a great fight if it happens, man. Fulton, I see him schooling Figueroa. And if he does that, he should be the number one guy at 122 because he beat back-to-back champions, undefeated champions. So, I think Inouye versus Fulton will be a phenomenal fight if/when it happens.
Fulton's going to be undisputed at 122.
If the fights happen, I agree. I edge him over Marujan because Marujan doesn't like it to the body. That's the main
I
issue.
feel like the only person that gives Fulton problems is what's that dude, Akeem or Aleem?
Oh, Aleem. Yeah, Aleem gives him a good fight too, man. I
Yeah.
interviewed Aleem, man. He's a very nice dude, very good fighter, very hungry, very slept on. He's not getting the respect he deserves, and he's gonna have a great fight with Daniel Rahman.
My dude Dripper said, "Oh, that's a duck if he doesn't fight Rigo." I don't know, dude. I gotta see Rigo this Saturday to really judge that Anui fight because I was talking shit about Anui, but now going back, I'm like, I'm looking at his tapes and shit. I'm like, all right, okay, this guy's good. And Rigo is getting up there in age, so that would be a good fight. I don't know if I want to see Anui versus Donaire too, though. I don't think I want to see that.
It's a unification, and Donaire did look very good, but I wouldn't be super hyped for it. But I'd look forward to it. It'd be a good fight and a good win for Inouye.
Again?
Yeah, I see it being a good one because Donaire looked very good in his last fight. He beat an undefeated champion in shocking and impressive fashion. So I still see it being a very credible win on his part.
Okay, well, shit. I gotta get up out of here, man. It's getting late.
Well, thanks for having me on, bro. I appreciate it. It's great talking with you.
Yeah, no problem, man. I know my black credibility probably went down a couple more points, but if people actually watch the YouTube video, the stream, instead of just accusing, they'll probably get some understanding. But hey, it is what it is, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
Yeah, man. You can find me on YouTube, Mighty Max Boxing, and Twitter, Mighty Max Boxing as well, man. Thanks for having me on. I'll see you guys later.
And change your profile picture. Everybody wants you to change your profile picture.
All right. If I change my profile picture, will people at least be less mad at me? Because it seems like no matter what I do, people pick at straws to find stuff to be mad at me. So if I change my profile picture, will I at least get some, what's the word for it?
Okay.
Some credibility back.
Yes. Because this you publicly apologized and you.
I do apologize. I didn't think of the profile at the time as offensive, but as I do think about it, I do see why people would find it offensive. So I do apologize for the profile picture.
Okay.
I will change it.
All right. So shout out to Mighty Max. Everybody hates him for right now, but they're gonna love him. And it's all good because that's what they do on boxing Twitter. They love you one day, they hate you the next day.
Yeah, man, I can't tell you the amount of times, people follow me, then unfollow me, then refollow me. It's just a countless cycle, man. So got to get through it. And one day, man, I'll be at a spot where people, even my biggest haters, will say, you know what? This guy, this commentator, man, I used to know him on Twitter, man. I used to have talks with him. He used to be my friend. I used to be his friend, man. So,
as an older man talking to a younger dude coming up, that happened. Stuff like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. It happened to me several times. But
yeah,
let's just keep it going. Shout out to you. And we'll holler at you later, man.
Salute, bro. See you, man.
Yeah. Said what's wrong with his profile pic? He has a picture of Errol Spence with his eye bandage on. It's not like he photo edited and put him some blackface or some crazy shit, but people just don't like it because he's a white guy, and it is offensive because it's like you're mocking his injury. So he understands it's wrong. So he's saying he's getting it off it right now, and he apologized for jumping the gun to believing that he did this. So I accept it. He's not coming off as some hardcore white supremacist or, one of those. So I accept it. But shout out to everybody that tuned into the show. We're going to keep on going. We're going to have some more guests on here. We can't just have everybody that agree on the same thing every fucking show. Like, what type of bullshit is that? How are we going to agree on, how are we going to move forward if somebody can't speak on what they disagree on? How can we move forward? But But until next time, y'all, shout out to everybody, artmanapparel.com. Like and subscribe. Let everybody know where you can find me. Artman Apparel, all that. Shout out to you guys.